All right, now we have the empty can exercise, which is very important for your supraspinatus. Your supraspinatus is a muscle that goes from your shoulder blade, if you will, to your arm, going under the bone here, the acromion process. And this bad boy is what causes a lot of the shoulder impingement. In a blog previously, I went into how the biceps tendon, the fascia, and the supraspinatus all kind of work together and really cause the injury. But in this exercise, we want to discuss how we can strengthen the supraspinatus, therefore decrease its inflammation and increase its efficiency in this movement so the impingement feeling goes away. So first, what we need to do is we need to find 30 degrees of horizontal flexion or scaption. What that means in English is if this was 0 degrees and this was 90 degrees, we want to find 30. So 30 degrees, we could kind of use our brain and guess a bit, would be around here. I also said this was called scaption. The reason we call this scaption is because our scapula is on the back, and if we were to draw a diagonal line outwards, it would basically be 30 degrees. Now, another way to do this, which is kind of a cheap tip, if you will, is because I said empty can, that means we need to empty the can out, hence the name empty can. So as we go into this position, you will notice that your thumbs conveniently touch the middle, so to speak, of your quadriceps. So when we get in this position and we go up into a diagonal straight line, you will conveniently be in scaption and also 30 degrees. Now, I'm doing this exercise in front of a camera, but I highly suggest you do it in front of a mirror because, like all other external rotation exercises or rotator cuff exercises, it's very easy to recruit other muscles. So, for example, I hike my shoulders, I use my trapezius, I swing my body. All of these are going to take the focus off the supraspinatus, therefore make the efficiency of the exercise less. So, I'm doing it in front of the camera. I suggest you guys do it in front of the mirror. But what we're going to do from here is we're going to get into our nice relaxed position where our core is tight. And we're going to focus on raising the weights in a controlled manner. I don't want to go too fast because we really want to focus on that supraspinatus. So basically, I would go about, let's see here, 3 seconds up, 1 second hold, 4 seconds down. Now my goal here is to go for about 10 to 15 or even 20 because we want to work on the muscular endurance. However, once I am done at 30 degrees and the muscle is definitely going to be a bit fatigued, I don't stop here. What I do now is I go to 0 degrees, so that would be here, but I start with my hands behind my back. So this is important you understand you're at 0 degrees and not like a negative something because I don't want your hands coming back. What I want here is your hands coming straight up with no break in between. And I would continue like this, looking in the mirror to make sure I'm not cheating, hiking my shoulders. If the weight becomes too heavy, it's not a problem. You set it down and continue. But from here, I'm really able to focus on that muscular endurance because instead of just doing it at 30 degrees, I'm also then able to come to 0. So again, to recap quickly, I would go from this position, scaption, 30 degrees, or where my thumbs conveniently touch my thighs, to the number that my goal is, 10, 15, 20, the higher the better. With good technique, I would then come to 0 degrees, meet behind my back, and if this becomes heavy, just set the weights down and continue always with your thumbs down in a controlled manner of about 3 seconds up, 1 second hold, and 4 seconds down.